one red, pour out the Jameson for ancestors to swig.
You rescue me yet again. You put me first everywhere. You make me feel better than the multitudes. You rescue me yet again. You put me first everywhere. You make me feel better than the multitudes.
Thanks for tuning to Black Fathers Initiative of Cleveland. Really appreciate the love. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio. Like, subscribe. You know what to do. You know what we do here. All black everything. Black love, black wealth, black empowerment. Solutions for the black community. So, as well as we talk about nonsense too. I came across this today. And honestly, I'm going to have to say I think he's lying through his teeth. I'm going to let you hear it. But for you to be a pastor and then say you went to hell, that's also an issue. Like, how you a pastor at a church and you went to hell? Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me. Like, what church was you teaching at, brother? Then he talk about, you'll hear what he has to say. But, like I said, off top, I'm going to say I'm calling bullshit on this one. Because, you know, the stuff that he says, you know, first off, when he says, I died, I don't believe that. Okay, I died and went to hell and then came back. I don't believe none of that shit. How are you the first person? I mean, I'm not going to say he's the first person because there's been numerous people that said they died and came back. But most of them say they died and came back, you know. Most of them say they died, seen a bright light, didn't go to the bright light and came back. That's some of the stuff that I've heard about people dying and, you know, almost going to heaven or whatever the case may be or whatever. But this is ridiculous. And how do you have the power, okay? Nobody else has this power. But how do you have the power to die, go to hell, okay, chill in hell for a second, like sound like you was down there for at least 5 to 10 minutes, and come back like, yeah, guys, it's a hell. I'm a pastor. It's a hell. I was there. Bruh, that don't make no sense at all. How are you a pastor in hell? If I was a pastor right now, I would be reconsidering my job occupation. Because obviously being a pastor does not guarantee you going to heaven. So why are pastors up here preaching to people talking about going to heaven? This is weird. But let's check him out, see what he's talking about.
Absolutely. I saw the real hell. I was there. And I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. I don't care what a person has done to me. I would never wish that on them. But for me, the way it went is that I thought that I was having a heart attack. And my spirit left my physical body. And I thought that I was going upward, but because I thought I had done so much good in this lifetime and helped so many people and made so many decisions that were godly decisions. But as opposed to me going up, I went down.
Like, honestly, I really don't feel that once you die and your brain stops functioning. Don't get me wrong. I know the brain functions a little bit longer after you die than the rest of your body, but I just don't see your brain being able to function in hell enough to come back and tell us how it was. As well as, I just don't see Satan letting somebody come down, see what's going on, and then going back. I mean, because if that's the case, everybody who has died or had a near-death experience should have a story like this. I mean, what makes him so special? Because being a pastor definitely doesn't make him special because he's about to go to hell. So what makes him so special than every other human on this earth who has passed away and not came back, or who has passed away, came back, and still didn't have anything to say about the afterlife or anything of that nature? But you, sir, this is crazy. It's always us.
And I went literally into the center of the earth, and that's where hell is. Jesus even said that in the scriptures.
So how do you know? But wait a minute, you dead. You are dead, bro. You are dead. So how do you know you went to the center of the earth? I mean, I'm just thinking to myself, so you're saying that you died and your soul left your body and you still was seeing everything that was going on. So you were on a spiritual plane, still being able to recognize reality, right? So you're on a spiritual plane, but you're like, yo, I'm about to go to heaven. Hold up. I'm not going to heaven. I'm going to hell. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I'm down in hell. Okay, yeah, it's crazy down here. Like, man, oh my God. I'm not saying that maybe what he experienced, I think what he experienced was a dream. Like, I don't think he literally went to hell. I'm sorry. I just think that you had a dream. You died, or I don't even think you died. I think you might have had a heart attack, felt that you were dying, okay, and started having your own dreams about what's going on. That's what I think that's what I see happening, because I just don't see the devil letting people come to hell, kick it for a hot second, and then letting them go back up to earth to tell them everything that's going on in hell. Come on, man. It's not a cartoon.
This is Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of a whale, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days.
Oh, and what I was about to say was, so you astroplaning, you floating up. So you look down, you say, I'm going to heaven. But then you look down, you see you going down, so you like, oh, I'm going to the middle of the earth. Really, man? Really? Let's keep going.
3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the earth, which is where hell is. The things that I saw were literally undescribable, and it just makes me emotional every time I talk about it. But
they were indescribable because you're describing
one of the things that I saw that just blew me away was there's a man on all fours like a dog. He was burned from the crown of his head to the soles of his feet, and his eyes were bulging out. And what was worse than that is that he had a chain around his neck. So he was like a dog in hell. And what was even worse than that is that who was holding the chain? It was a demon holding the chain. And I knew, because they're not said, they're known. It's like a telepathic communication. I knew that this demon was sent in this man's life to ride him from his childhood until the time that he died, because the demon knew that if I could stay in his life long enough on the earth, if I can keep getting him to not serve God and to make bad decisions on the earth, then I'll have power over him in hell, and he'll be a slave to me.
What? So let's just go back to what he said. He gets to hell. He sees a man on all fours, burnt from his feet to his head. And he has a chain around his neck. Then there's a demon holding the chain around his neck. Okay. That's what he's seeing. What he, I guess, assumes is that the demon has been riding this man his whole life so that he could be a slave to him on earth and then turn around and be a slave to him in hell. I don't agree with that. I don't see that. What I would have said was, whatever this man did on earth obviously wasn't good, so now he's in hell. He's been burnt in hell, and now he has a chain around his neck, and he's in hell doing, what unfortunately having to go to hell. That's what I think anybody's assumption would be. Where do you get the mentality or the assumption of he's been riding this man his whole life? I don't understand that. Like, where do you get that from? That's an assumption. That's not true. You don't know that. Did you talk to the devil? Did you talk to Satan? Did he tell you that, yeah, man, my demons, he was riding them his whole life. Now he back here. He still, no, I don't, what? This guy's a liar.
So it's like twice a slave. It's like you're a slave on the earth to the things of the devil, and then in hell you're really like a tormented dog slave. And then there was another part that I experienced that just blew me away. This
blows me away too, sir, because I don't think you're telling the truth at all.
There was a section in hell where music was playing.
Oh, wait a minute.
It was the same music that we hear.
So it was a section in hell? So was it like the VIP section of hell? Like, was it like a lot of like top-notch demons in that, boy? All the demons with all their gold chains on and glasses and stuff. Was it like that when you I'm just saying, it was a section, right? It was a section that was playing music. So was it like all the head demons was there? All the balling demons was in that boy? Let me know, man. Come on, man. You're not giving us all the information.
On the earth, but as opposed to entertainers singing it, the music demons were singing it. And it was some of the same lyrics that we hear here. And then again, things, like I said, they're not telepathically.
Bro, there was the same lyrics here because you weren't in hell, bro. What it sounded like to me is your ass, something happened to you, okay? And you were in and out of consciousness, okay? And while you were gaining consciousness back, you probably heard some Rihanna, some Umbrella, and you was thinking that's what they playing in hell. That's what I'm just saying. I mean, that's what I'm thinking because I'm like, he like, oh, they in hell, the demons is singing the songs. Okay, who was in the VIP though? You know what I'm saying? Who's in the club? Like, I'm saying though, like, is it a club or is it just like a big concert stage, and all the demons is like in front of like, is it like Coachella or Lollapalooza? Like, is that how they were singing it, or was it like, was they in the studio? Was he in a booth rapping? I'm just asking. These are questions inquiring minds want to know. I want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on in hell? They got a VIP section? What's popping?
Things are telepathically known there. I knew that on Earth, a lot of the lyrics and the music and the songs are inspired by demons. So sometimes when people smoke to get high and to get lyrics and to get verses and rappers and all those things. So in a lot of music, people actually smoke to get high, to get verses and to get bars and to be hot and to be fresh and to get...
This bro, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Honestly, he doesn't. What it does sound like is that he had a near-death experience, and as a pastor, he went out. This is why he going to hell. This right here, this right here, him talking about this shit, this is why he's going to hell, okay? Because I don't believe him. I think he's lying, all right? Now, if he would have came back with maybe like some fire, some brimstone or something like that, like, yeah, I got this brimstone from hell, whatever, then I might be a little bit more apt to be like, oh, okay. Nah, I still wouldn't believe him. But I'm just saying, if he did bring back some fire and brimstone or had some type of abilities, like, did the devil send you back with a fire breathing ability or something? Are you like a mutant now? Like, do you have some superpowers or something? I'm just